Hello, dear friends. Have you ever found yourself lying in bed, eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling as the minutes, then hours, tick by? You know you need to sleep. Your body feels tired, but your mind just won't switch off. If this sounds familiar, you're certainly not alone. For many of us, especially as we navigate our golden years, a good night's sleep can feel like a distant dream. Tossing and turning, feeling anxious about not sleeping, and then waking up feeling groggy and unrested. It's a frustrating cycle. Statistics often highlight that a significant number of older adults experience difficulties with sleep. But what if I told you there might be a simple, yet surprisingly effective technique originally developed for people in high-stress situations that could help you drift off to sleep in as little as 2 minutes? Today, we're going to explore a fascinating method, sometimes called the military sleep method, and see if it can bring some peace to your nights. So, what is this seemingly miraculous 2-minute sleep method? Its origins are often traced back to the US military, specifically designed to help pilots fall asleep quickly, even in uncomfortable or stressful environments, to ensure they were well rested and alert. After all, in their line of work, fatigue could have serious consequences. The goal was to enable them to fall asleep within 120 seconds, regardless of the noise or chaos around them. It's said that with consistent practice, this method has a very high success rate. Let's break down the steps together. There are essentially 5 key stages to this technique. First, it's about preparing your body. While the original outline mentioned stretching, the core of this military method is profound relaxation. So, find a comfortable position, whether you're lying down in bed or even sitting. Step 1. Relax your entire face. This is crucial. Close your eyes. Consciously release any tension in your forehead. Let it go smooth. Soften your jaw. Let your tongue relax. Allow your cheeks to droop. Imagine all the tiny muscles around your eyes completely letting go. Your face should feel heavy and soft. Step 2. Relax your upper body. Let your shoulders drop as low as they can. Feel the tension melting away from your neck and shoulders. One by one, relax your arms. Start with your dominant arm. Let your bicep, forearm, hand, and fingers go limp. Feel them becoming heavy. Then, do the same with your other arm. Focus on the sensation of heaviness and release. Breathe slowly and deeply throughout this process. Step 3. Relax your lower body. Now, bring your attention to your legs. Start with one thigh. Feel it sinking into the mattress or chair. Then, relax your calf, your ankle, and your foot on that same side. Imagine all the tension draining out through your toes. Repeat this with your other leg, from the thigh all the way down to the foot. Your entire body should now feel progressively heavy and relaxed. Step 4. Clear your mind for 10 seconds. This is perhaps the most challenging part for many, but it's vital. The idea is not to fight your thoughts, but to gently guide your mind to a place of calm. You can try one of 3 mental visualizations. First, you could imagine yourself lying in a comfortable canoe on a calm lake, with nothing but a clear blue sky above you. Feel the gentle rocking. Or, second, picture yourself snuggled in a black velvet hammock in a pitch-black room, feeling safe and warm. A third option, if visualizations aren't working, is to simply repeat the words, "Don't think, don't think, don't think," over and over again for about 10 seconds. This can help to crowd out other, more stimulating thoughts. The key is to find what works for you to stop the active, analytical part of your brain from whirring. If you find your mind wandering, gently bring it back to your chosen image or phrase, without frustration. Now you might be wondering, why is this method so effective? What's the science behind it? Well, it works on both physiological and psychological levels. Physiologically, when you consciously relax your muscles, you're sending signals to your body that it's safe to power down. This progressive muscle relaxation helps to lower your cortisol levels. Cortisol, as many of you know, is a stress hormone. When it's high, it keeps you alert and wired. By reducing it, you're paving the way for sleep. Furthermore, the deep, diaphragmatic breathing that naturally accompanies this relaxation process helps to slow down your heart rate and activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your body's rest and digest system, counteracting the fight-or-flight response that often keeps us awake. Psychologically, the visualization techniques help to quiet the mental chatter. When you focus on a calming, repetitive image or phrase, you're preventing your mind from drifting to worries, anxieties, or to-do lists that can keep you awake. Some researchers also suggest that these kinds of focused visualizations can help promote the release of melatonin, the hormone that regulates our sleep-wake cycles, by creating a sense of darkness and tranquility. And the proof isn't just anecdotal. While it might sound too good to be true, many people have reported significant improvements in their ability to fall asleep using this or similar relaxation techniques. Let me share a little story. Imagine a gentleman, let's call him Arthur, in his late 60s. Arthur used to spend hours staring at his alarm clock, the frustration mounting with each passing minute. He'd heard about this military method and decided to give it a try, albeit skeptically. The first few nights, he didn't quite fall asleep in 2 minutes, but he noticed he was more relaxed. He persisted. After about a week of consistent practice, Arthur found himself drifting off much more quickly, sometimes before he even finished the mental visualization. He said it was like his body relearned how to let go. Many online forums and sleep communities are filled with testimonials from individuals who found success with this technique, and some studies on progressive muscle relaxation and guided imagery have shown positive effects on sleep onset. However, like any tool, it's important to know how to use it effectively and understand its limitations. So who is this method suitable for? Generally, it can be beneficial for anyone struggling to fall asleep, particularly if stress or an overactive mind is a contributing factor. There are a few things to keep in mind for best results. Firstly, try to avoid stimulants like caffeine or nicotine for several hours before bedtime. These substances can make it much harder for your body to relax, no matter what technique you use. Secondly, create a relaxing pre-sleep routine. This could be reading a book, taking a warm bath, or listening to calming music. This helps signal to your body that it's time to wind down. It's also important to be patient. While some people might experience results quickly, for others, it can take several weeks of consistent practice, perhaps up to 6 weeks, as some sources suggest, was the training period for the pilots. Don't get discouraged if it doesn't work perfectly the first few times. The key is consistency. Also, a gentle word of caution. This method is designed for helping you fall asleep under normal circumstances of restlessness. If you are under extreme mental duress, severe chronic pain, or believe your insomnia might be linked to an underlying medical condition, it's always best to consult with your doctor or a healthcare professional. This technique is a tool, not a replacement for medical advice when needed. And perhaps avoid trying it when you are already utterly exhausted to the point of collapse or under immense acute psychological pressure, as your mind might be too overwhelmed to focus. So, dear friends, if sleepless nights have been a companion for too long, perhaps it's time to give this structured relaxation technique a try. It costs nothing but a little time and patience. The potential benefits, falling asleep faster, feeling more rested, and improving your overall well-being, are certainly worth the effort. Remember, the core principles are deep muscle relaxation and mental quietude. By systematically releasing tension from your body and giving your mind a calm focal point, you create the ideal conditions for sleep to naturally take over. I encourage you to try these steps tonight. Be gentle with yourself through the process. Practice it regularly, and remember, building good sleep habits goes hand in hand with any technique. A consistent sleep schedule, a comfortable sleep environment, and managing stress during the day all play their part. Here's to hoping this method helps you unlock the door to more restful nights and brighter, more energetic days. Why not start tonight and see if you can reclaim your sleep? Thank you for listening. If you found this information helpful, perhaps share it with someone else who might be struggling with sleep. And feel free to share your own experiences or thoughts in the comments if you're watching this in a format that allows for it. Sweet dreams.